Okay, next tayo. 21. The first law of thermodynamics is based on the principle of, okay, ano po ito? That is, tandaan, no? Thermodynamics yung pinag-uusapan. That is, letter, may mga sumagot dito ng conservation of mass. But that is letter C, conservation of energy. Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yung mass doon sa thermo. Ang pinag-uusapan natin dito is the energy, yung heat na meron tayo. Although, conservation of mass kadalasan ay nagiging confusing siya doon sa conservation of energy. Kasi sa mass, yung mass daw is na uh, not destroyed nor created. Same with energy. No, yung heat is not created, not destroyed nor not created nor destroyed, parang ganon. No, pero thermodynamics tayo, so ang focus natin is yung energy and heat. No? So that is letter C. Okay, number 22, the unit of entropy in SI units is, that is letter C. No, that is joules per Kelvin, per temperature siya. Pag J lang yan, ang unit na meron tayo dyan is only for energy. Okay? Kapag meron naman tayong joule per kilogram per Kelvin, related pa rin siya sa entropy, pero that is a specific entropy. Kasi mayroon ng weights na involved. Pero ang tinatanong lang kasi is unit of entropy alone. So that is joules per Kelvin. Malinaw? Okay, number 23. So number 23, ang sabi niya, mabilis na ba? Masyado? Or okay lang? In an isothermal process, the change in internal energy is, so ano daw po dito yung mangyayari kapag isothermal. So remember, kapag isothermal po tayo, your T is constant. Ibig sabihin, thermal, temperature natin dito is constant. Therefore, yung changes natin sa temperature is zero. Walang magbabago kasi una pa lang hindi naman siya nagbago. Diba? Nako ha? So, delta T natin is equals to 0. And remember, we have a formula for internal energy. That is, delta U is equals to mCV delta T. Okay? So, titingnan natin. Ang sabi natin, delta T daw natin is equals to 0. So, therefore, delta U is equals to mCV multiplied by 0. So, automatic, itong equation na to is 0. Therefore, delta U is equals to 0. And that is letter C. Naku ha? Ako guys? No. Remember ha, yung mga formulas po natin ay nagawa yan because it is related to a certain concepts. Kaya, kapag ganito yung process, no, kapag ganito yung mga given, try to look dun sa mga formulas kasi hindi lang naman yan basta equation, no. So, mayroong logic behind that equation. So, minsan may kwento, aalamin niyo yung kwento na yon. Ito yung example na paggagamitan ng formula. Okay? Number 24, sabi, what is the correct statement in the difference of latent heat and sensible heat? That is letter D. No? So, pag sinabi nating sensible heat, ano po yung nangyayari? That is the heat for change in temperature without change in phase or yung form. Kunwari, magbabago yung yellow, kunwari, from 0 degrees Celsius magiging 2 degrees Celsius, pero yellow pa rin siya, ibig sabihin sensible heat yung nag-take place doon. Pero kapag ang nangyari naman ay latent heat, no? Ito naman ay with change in phase. So, kunwari, yung 2 degrees Celsius na yellow ay naging tubig, pero 2 degrees Celsius pa rin siya. So, that is your latent heat. Malinaw? Malinaw po. Okay. Number 25, which is not unit of power. Minsan maging careful kayo sa mga ganitong word na not, no? Minsan baka dito pa kayo matrap. So, alin dito yung hindi kabilang? That is your letter D. No, J. Joules is for energy alone. Pang energy lang yan. Okay? Kailan magiging ano to? Kailan magiging power? Kapag meron ka ng time. Pag nilagyan mo ng seconds or minutes yan. So that is magiging ano siya, magiging magiging power. Okay? So ito naman, no, VA, that is volt ampere sa formula ng ating electrification. Power is equivalent to current multiplied by volt. HP, that's a horsepower. Watts, no, that is a unit used for power. Malinaw? Okay. Number 26. Identify the type of greenhouse shown in the figure below. That is letter B. That is your uneven arc. That is your letter B. Pa-familiarize yung mga different types ng roof. Parang tatlong consecutive years nang lumalabas to. Sa amin siya nag-start. Ano nung sa amin pala hindi greenhouse. Ano sa amin poultry. Ayan, poultry. Yung ano, yung may basta. May lumabas din na figure about sa PAES din yan. Tandaan niyo yung mga bubong na yun. Pass is pass na kasi. 27. A kind of cleaner that uses air in separating lesser density materials from corn kernel or corn grits, such as a floured corn, germ, and bran. This is your letter A. Now, that is your aspirator. So, that is, gumagamit ka ng hangin para tangayin yung mas lesser dense na mga material. So, yun yung mga foreign materials kadalasan. Okay? Number 28, this is a PAES. No. Minimum drying efficiency requirement based on the standard performance of a mechanical dryer. That is letter C. That is 75%. Okay. Number 29, minimum heat utilization efficiency. Tandaan tong mechanical dryer, no? Hindi ito nawawala sa board exam. 29, minimum heat utilization efficiency requirement based on the standard performance criteria of a direct-fired petroleum-based fuel mechanical dryer. That is letter D. That is 90%. 2023, natanong to sa amin. Okay? Number 30. Okay. So the coefficient of friction of rice to steel material is 0.54. What would be the minimum angle of the hopper required for the system? So, paano ba natin makakompute yan? Isa lang yung given, no? Ang given lang natin is coefficient of friction. So, yung coefficient of friction ay represented siya ng mu sign. So, para malaman yung angle of friction, that is just, ano yan, arctan lang din po yan ng mu. Okay? So, therefore, that is just arctan of 0.54 and that will give you 28.36 degrees or 28.4. Diba? Dali lang. Okay na, malinaw. Okay? Di ba? Dali-dali lang. Again, madali lang to, pero hindi nyo siya, nahirapan kayo kasi hindi nyo pa alam. Okay? So, dun lang, yun lang. Tandaan nyo lang kung saan kayo nagkamali and then work on that area. Hindi pa huli ang lahat, no? Aga nga natin nag-start, no? So, take advantage of that. Okay? Hayaan nyo, hindi rin naman ako galit kung 28 lang yung pumasa. Okay lang yan. Kasi yun ang may goal ko. 31. 3 piles of shelled corn bags will be stored in a warehouse having a dimension of 15 meter wide by 30 meter long by 6 meter high. So how many bags would be contained per pile inside the warehouse? Okay? So basahin ulit natin, ano? Meron kang 3 piles of shelled corn bags na i-store natin siya sa warehouse na ang dimension ng pile. Again ha, yung binigay na dimension is the dimension of the pile, not the dimension of the warehouse. Yung ibang solution, in-assume na warehouse yung dimension na binigay na to. Hindi po. No, ito yung dimension ng pile na gagawin natin. Ang material na gagamitin natin is a shelled corn. No? So, paano po yon? So, kailangan mong gamitan ito doon sa ating PAES. So, kapag corn, yung i-stock natin sa warehouse, ang ating palatandaan po dyan ay 12 bugs, no, per cubic meter yung ating volume na nagiging basehan. So, hanapin natin yung volume ng pile, that is 15 meter. No, volume ng pile, 15 meter by 30 meter by 6 meter. That is one pile. Tapos meron kang 12 bugs per, bakit naka ano yan? Meter lang yan. Meron kang 12 bugs per cubic meter. So, cancel si meter, cancel to, and total of 32,400 bugs ang kailangan. Malinaw? Nagpabalat yung labi ko. Malinaw po? Okay. Yeah, nice try dun sa mga nag-times 3 nung ano. 15 times 30 times 6, no, times 3. Huli. Okay. Next, number 32. So, treatment and handling of food to stop or slow down food spoilage and allow for longer food storage. That is letter B. Now, that is food preservation. Okay. Number 33. It refers to the measuring out and assembly of the required quantities of raw materials to be obtained to obtain the desired composition of the feeds. That is what? That is your letter A. That is your blending. Okay? Number 34, based on PAES 2000, what is the minimum percent head rice index for single pass conotype rice mill? That is letter B. That is 0.90. So remember yung PAES, yung area 3 natin, dalawang PAES yung importante dyan. Yung mga post-production machines and AB structures. So kung mag-aaral kayo, ang unahin nyo ay structures muna kasi mas maunti yun compare sa post-production. Okay? May CR break ba tayo? Bakit? Hawak ko ba ang inidoro? Parang ang dami ko naman ng responsibilidad sa buhay para hawakan ko pa ang inidoro na yan. Okay. Sige lang, pag maka-CR kayo, edi ako gagalaw, di ko igagalaw yung ulo ko. Sasabihin nyo lang. Okay ba yon? Hindi, pag number 50 na tayo. Pag number 50, okay, mag-ano tayo, konting ano. Number 35. Asa na to? What is the stoichiometric air of rice husk? Natanong to sa amin 2023. That is letter B. No, that is letter B. 4.7 kilogram air per kilogram rice husk. Ayan. Ayoko magkwento. Mamaya na lang magkwento pag tapos na tayo. Pero napakinabangan ko yung pagtulong ko sa kaibigan ko para masagutan tong question na to during my board exam. Kaya bawal maging madamot during exam. No? Turuan nyo yung mga kaibigan nyo. No? May balik yan na maganda. Number 36. What is the geometric mean diameter of rice with the following dimensions? So, L daw ng ating rice is 11.18 mm. Ang width natin is 4.56 mm and ang thickness natin is 4.15 mm. Okay? So, ito yung sa measuring ng mga dimensions ng mga agricultural produce natin. So, ang tinatanong is geometric mean diameter. So, kapag mean diameter na geometric or geometric mean diameter, ang formula natin dyan is cube root of the length times width times the height. Pag ang hinahanap naman is arithmetic mean, no, or average diameter, so that is just length plus width plus height divided by 3 ng ating ano. Pero geometric mean, so that is cube root of 11.18 multiplied by 4.56 multiplied by 2.14. And that is equals to what? 4.78 mm. That is your letter C. Malinaw po. Naku ha, nasundan. Masyadong mabilis ang aking mga pinagagawa. Okay naman. Again, pag geometric mean, yun na. Pag geometric mean, cube root lang yun. Length times width times height. Okay? Okay, number 37. So, aray, tingnan mo, nakarma agad. Grabe kapag ako gumagawa ng kabutihan, ang tagal bumalik ng favor. Pag hindi pala ako gagawa ng kasalanan, andyan na agad yung karma. Ang unfair din talaga ng buhay minsan. Okay, number 37. So, convert a moisture content of 25% wet basis to moisture content dry basis. So, ang pinakang ano dito, ang pinaka-clue natin dito, guys, ang dry basis po is always higher than wet basis. No? So, tingnan mo agad yung option. Ang wet basis natin is 25. So, automatic, ang correct answer dapat dyan ay greater than 25. Eh, may 24 na option. So, cancel mo na agad yan. Nakukuha po ba? No. So, dito na lang tayo mamimili kay A, B, at C. Remember, dry basis palagi mas mataas compare kay wet basis. Ano yung formula natin sa conversion natin? No, MC dry basis is equals to MC wet basis divided by 100 minus MC wet basis. So, meron tayong 25, 100 minus 25, and that is equals to 33.33%. That is your letter A. Guys, same lang yan yun kapag dinesimal mo siya ha. So, kung ide-decimal mo yung given mo, 0.25, hindi 100 ang ilalagay mo. 1 minus 0.25. Para same lang siya. Nakuha? Okay, yun yung clue. Pag may exam tayo, pag pinapa-convert sa inyo yung basis, no? Kung wet base, kung dry basis naman yung i-convert mo to wet basis, dapat mas mababa dun sa value niya yung hahanapin mo. Cancel mo na agad yung mga option. Eh, kaya lang kung demonyo yung gumawa ng exam, lahat mas mataas dun sa number, kailangan mo talagang mag-compute. Okay? Number 38. Am I naming myself? Charot, okay lang. Sabihin niyo ako demonyo or kung ano man. Pero kasi mahal ko kayo, gusto kong i-challenge kayo para pagdating nyo sa board exam, magmumukhang quiz na lang yung exam sa inyo. Isipin nyo minsan kung concerned ba talaga ako o ginagaslight ko lang kayo ha. Okay, number 38. So, a 23 ton of potatoes are to be stored at an agricultural processing plant. How many areas are needed to be provided for the commodity? So, PAES na po ito. No? 2023 nag-start yung mga question sa PAES na hindi na lang siya basta i-memorize. Kailangan mong i-apply yung na-memorya mo. So parang two steps yung kailangan para masagot yung isang question. First, kailangan alam mo yung standard. Pangalawa, alam mo kung paano gagamitin yung standard. Ganun na yung nagbago sa trend ng exam ngayon. Kaya 23 talagang nagapak yung batch namin kasi talagang gulat kami sa mga tanungan na nun. No? So ganun yung challenge nun. Kaya magandang bentahe, alam nyo dapat yung standards. Okay? So ang standard natin sa PAES ay, kada isang tonelada, ang area ng produce natin for fruit and vegetable is 20 meters squared. No? So, ganun yung area na ilalaan natin kada isang tonelada. Meron kang 23 toneladang potatoes. No? So, that is 23 multiplied by 20 lamang. And that is equivalent to 460 meter squared. That is your letter C. Malinaw? Ako ha. Okay. Number 39 tayo. Wait lang. Okay. The ratio of convective to conductive heat transfer. Ano naman yung tawag natin doon? So that is letter A. No? So yung Nusselt number natin, no, ang kanyang focus is yung convective versus conductive. Eh sir, para sa naman tong ibang option natin na to, no? So kapag Reynolds naman, gusto niya na madaling-madali ka naman anak. Pero nag-scroll ka na agad sa number 40 plus. Number 39 pa lang tayo. Kalma, kalma. Di ba kasi kami nagdi-dinner guys, kaya nagsasalita din tong iPad ko. Actually, si Lilipad sa Toy Story, ito yung inspiration ng Disney na nakilala si Lilipad. Okay, anyway, nasa Toy Story na tayo, number 39 pa lang. No. Yung Reynolds number naman natin, ano naman yung kanyang focus? Ang focus naman niya is yung ating inertial force versus sa ating versus sa ating viscous force. Yan, yun ang mini-measure niya. Okay, how about Froude number? Pag Froude number, ano naman siya? That is inertial force din, pero this time it is against gravitational force. Okay, how about Lewis number? So kapag Lewis number naman, that is thermal diffusivity versus yung ating mass diffusivity. Okay. Okay. So, yan yung ating differences ng mga na yan. Tawag sa mga equation. May mga formula to guys, may mga formula no. So, pag convective versus conduction, di formula ng convection divided by conduction. Ganun lang yung ibig sabihin nun. Kaya nga sabi ko, related yung mga formula natin sa mga concept. No? So, pag alam mo yung formula, kaya mo mag-solve ng problem. At the same time, kaya mo intindihin yung mga concept question katulad nito. Okay? Question? Wala naman? Okay. Next tayo, number 40. So, the process where heat transfer is attributed only to a change in dry bulb temperature is called what? No. Ang tinatanong po dito, nasa part na tayo ng psychrometry. So, changes daw in dry bulb temperature. So, sa ating psychrometry chart, the dry bulb temperature is the horizontal line. So, ibig sabihin, no, that is letter B. Sensible heating and sensible cooling. Bakit and sir? Kasi hindi naman binanggit dito yung direction ng dry bulb temperature. Yung changes ng dry bulb. Mali, hindi pa na siya horizontal. Vertical siya, okay? Yan. Okay? Bakit sir hindi sensible heating or sensible cooling? So, depende yan sa changes. Kapag yung dry bulb natin ay pupunta kay left, yan po ay cooling. Kapag pupunta kay right, heating. Heating naman yung niya. No, yung nagbabago sa kanya. Nakuha po ba? Nakuha guys? Pag kumaliwa, 'di ba? Pag nangangaliwa, 'di ba nanlalamig yung relasyon. So cooling 'yon, no? Kapag kanan, ibig sabihin, ginawa niya yung tama, mainit naman yung pagmamahal. Grabe naman mga ko to. Ba't ganito? Parang di ako to Okay, so ganun patandaan niyo 'yon. Okay. Anong inhit? Hoy, iba yung inhit. Number 41. Cringe. Di fine. Okay. Number 41. Gusto ko disable ko nga yung chat na to para di ko nakikita yung mga basher ko na to. Next, number 41. So, PAES for 18. So, sabi niya, the storeroom for finished products in the primary processing plant of fruits and vegetables shall have humidity level of what? Tinatawan-tawanan niyo kung mali nga kayo dito sa number 41. That is letter B. No, that is 60%. Primary processing plant. Okay, next. These are sets of guidelines and regulations that ensure hygienic and controlled manufacturing processes. No, may mga nagsagot dito ng sanitation kasi nakitang hygiene, no, dapat sanitized, ganun. But this is letter C. That is a good manufacturing practice. yung ating HACCP na tinatawag, no, the Hazard Analysis Control, Critical Control Point, this is a preventive approach. Ibig sabihin, parang bago pa magkaroon ng food poison, no, natingnan na lahat ng possibility na para maiwasan yon. So, iyon naman siya. Okay? Nakuha po ba? Number 43. So, angle of friction refers to the angle measured from the horizontal at which paddy grain will start moving downwards over a smooth surface. Which of the following is true about the angle of friction of grains? Ano yan? So, dito kung hindi mo talaga alam, ano, gamitin mo yung visuals mo. Paano mo i-imagine yung problem na yon. Magkaroon ka ng wet grain sa isip mo, tapos isa sa dry grain naman, no? Ano yung magiging relationship niya in terms of angle? That is letter B. No? Wet grain has greater angle than dry grain. No? Mas denser kasi yung wet grains. Ibig sabihin, it will require more inclination para gumuho lahat. Unlike sa dry grain na magaan, no? Konting movement lang, magmo-move na yan doon sa ating platform. Okay? So, ganun. Okay? That is your letter B. Wet grain has greater angle than dry grain. Next. Number 44. So sabi, if 15 kilogram of water is present in a 95 kilogram paddy, what is its percent for wet basis? No, MC, wet basis is moisture content of initial minus moisture final divided by moisture content initial. Pero ang given natin, sabi, final water. So therefore, ano po equals to water. Okay? So kapag pinagsubtend